Hello everyone and welcome back to our Imperial Austria campaign. Things are plowing along and we're getting ready to switch to steel frame building as soon as we have the technology researched here in 11 months. And in the meantime, I am just trying to bring up people's quality of life, build a couple of plantations to get people off of an agrarian lifestyle, and once again I promise those sirens in the background are not headed in my direction. I do apologize, but well, as those of you who have been around for a little while will know, that's urban living for you. So, rubber rush, and we do now have access to rubber, which is a very nice thing. We can definitely take advantage of that later on, although it's interesting. If we take a look at production methods, specialist companies, no. It's reconnaissance. Bicycle messengers requires the technology of vulcanization, which, this gives plus 5 offense, plus 20% provinces captured, but the technology is not in military technology, it's in production. And it requires vulcanization, which is all the way down here. We're nowhere near ready for it, and yes, I should research baking powder, but I haven't yet, because, we're a little behind. I'm trying to get things going. Yeah, we're kind of behind in tech, but, that's alright. Our literacy is up pretty high. We're actually pretty close to our innovation cap, which means that we're getting about as much innovation as we can per week, so we should be outstripping our rivals in that regard, and it will be okay, I promise. It'll be fine. In terms of expensive goods and things that we need to build, in addition to bringing up quality of life, which is very much a necessity right now, we also need wood and tools. So let's go ahead and see if we can trade for some of these. Wood we could get from Piedmont, and that seems like a reliable source. It also doesn't use any convoys, which is nice, but productivity is higher off of the Prussian peasant revolt, which, well, that won't exactly be around forever, so let's go ahead and take those from Piedmont. That should be fine. And we will need more bureaucracy soon, as we're going up to Tier 4 health system. And, I'm trying to do all of this to decrease radicals, and it's still just not quite enough. We're spending over 5,000 bureaucracy on institutions, which that does come out of your budget because of goods for government buildings, right? Look at that paper bill, and if we go in and look at our market and find paper, which should be, where is it? Paper, it's only up 11%, so we can't even drop that price all that much. We could drop it maybe 5% by building a couple factories, which, LOL Ramel, change to radical. Yeah, let's roll with it. We want our bureaucrats, well, we want our intelligentsia to be strong, so let's go over and see what that did. We are bolstering them. This guy's now radical, so universal suffrage, right assembly, protected speech, guaranteed liberties. I would love to get some guaranteed liberties, because that definitely helps. 36% enactment chance. Beautiful, and not much opposition. We're going for this next. Yeah, wow. This is another way of decreasing radicals. I was trying to get it last time with secret police, but this doesn't actually do anything for standard of living, while guaranteed liberties does. So if we switch to that for home affairs, we could get something going there as well. And we're looking for stability while trying to weather the storm of all of these radicals and a really high infamy. So once again, our ruler does have the bandit trait, one of the worst traits in the entire game, I think, because of how the infamy counter works, and yeah, no, that's kind of rough. Okay. Here. And we have a lot more diplomatic actions we can do now. Looks like we finished improving relations with France. No chance of getting an alliance in either case. Closer to Russia, but our infamy is going to stop us from doing that, which kind of sucks. Defensive pact, maybe with... no, we already owe them obligations. That's not exactly great. Oh well. So let's improve relations with who, then? Don't care about Egypt. You know what? Let's damage relations with Saxony and with Mecklenburg. And the state of Saxony, let's take a look here. This state has food industries, a couple government administration, which is nice, a lot of things that can't fully hire, a couple universities, coal and sulfur. Yeah, okay, this seems good. 21 barracks is maybe not great, but I can just knock those down. That wouldn't be too much of a problem. Echoes of revolutions. I don't want radical rural folk. And decreasing their popularity will also increase the popularity of other people, like the intelligentsia. Let's take a look there at the clout. Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Industrialists are also getting pretty strong. We just need enough to topple the aristocracy. Oh, I sound like a revolutionary. Well, that's not great, but it is what it is. And we're building out the last of our livestock ranches. Nice. Sugar and wood. Fine art. Jeez, look at that. Okay, well, let's get some tools, let's get some wood, and let's get some sugar going. So, resources, sugar, and that's going to be South Cameroon. Let's do that right away, and then we can get tooling workshops building in Austria at the bottom of the list. Because I do want these livestock ranches to be completed. We've gone up to 12.2 and seen some radicals decrease, but not a lot. My hope is that we can keep going. Bureaucratic struggle. Damn. That's actually pretty nice. I don't want the additional enactment time. We'll spare no expense. Yes, this will suck because we're effectively paying money for the lack of bureaucracy, but let's go ahead and build a couple of these. They'll be useful afterward too, because we do need to increase our institutions once again, so let's go ahead and get that done in Austria. Top of the docket, bit unfortunate, but I want to mitigate this as quickly as possible because we've stopped adopting our health system, so that's an additional cost there. Oh well. Oh, not if you could make everything perfect, there wouldn't be any challenge to the game, so naturally, not everything is going to be perfect. In terms of our colonies, we're nearly ready, I think, to... Oh, yeah, we can. Good. Let's establish a colony farther into inland Africa in Dar al-Kutai, and go ahead and get rail up here for Dar al-Kutai. Kutai? I don't know. I'm going to call it Kutai, so if I'm wrong, just correct me. I'd do my best, but frankly, more trouble than it's worth anyway. Where else can we do colonies? Don't really care to. New Guinea is going to be super slow because we don't have the right tech. Actually, do we? Did I rush quinine? I did! Oh goodness gracious, we could actually go for New Guinea and it wouldn't be the worst decision ever. Lots of rubber there. We'd slow down our other colonies a little bit. But, well, you know what? Let's just keep going here because I would like to consolidate the Congo before other people get their dirty, grubby fingers on it. Not that I, you know, not well, I think I'll just leave that one as is. Oh well. States in turmoil, yeah, I know. We need a point of bureaucrats, we need to tamp down our aristocracy, and we need to get home institutions, well, guarantee liberties rather, on the way as quick as we can. But this is boring, let's try doing something more fun, and go to a diplomatic play. Let's go ahead and see if we can... Wait, whoa. Ah, damn. Too high relations between us and Saxony to do that. France is likely to back Bavaria, because if we take a look at... Yeah, we could end up running into both France and Russia there, which seems kind of bad. I guess we could go to Mecklenburg. Yeah, we should probably do Mecklenburg. That'll allow us, once we get Mecklenburg Strelitz as well, and once the Prussian Peasant Revolt is over, to consolidate Eastern Prussia, which would be pretty nice. And I know this state isn't really worth that much, but... Oh... See, this is why I haven't done anything with it yet, is it's just kind of... I'm not sure if it's worth it. And yeah, we're going to do warranted use of force, because otherwise we lose our law enforcement, which... We need the decreased penalties from turmoil, because we have a lot of states in turmoil, so... I mean, let's take a look at this. Plus 6.2% tax waste. That would be quadrupled if not for our policing institution. So it is worthwhile. It's not always that comfortable, but it is definitely worthwhile. Okay, well I do want to feel like we're doing something. We can't actually declare war on the Peasant Revolt, which I think this is kind of bullshit because they're not actually fighting. This Peasant Revolt is going to be with us for the next 20 years, if not more. Because these guys... Well, I say that, but... Let's see... Would they actually accept? Interesting. Prussia might get that tamped down relatively soon, it looks like. No. I don't know. More exhaustion. That looks switched around, doesn't it? It's a little unclear. I wish that was more clear for us, but alas. So we do need a couple more tooling industries. Let's get that going in Brandenburg. Bring that up to 5, and I think also let's build a couple in Bohemia, just kind of spreading around the wealth a little bit. You can concentrate it, and in countries that have fewer radicals than Austria, I have done that. It's very effective, but the thing is, if you have all your industry, or all of one type of industry in a state, and you're expecting to see rebellions, well, the second that state goes, which it very well can, don't think it can't, once that state goes, you're kind of toast. You're going to be fighting against a revolt with a completely trash economy, and kind of screwed. So we're trying to avoid that. We do need more dyes, we do need more sugar. There aren't any places that need more rail right now, so let's get more dyes and sugar. Why not? This will help our clothing industries, and we can build those up. Let's go up 4 more here, and let's build 5 in South Cameroon, and then keep building in... let's just do that. I know it's a little bit simple, but our colonies right now are providing a lot of our non-manufactured goods, which this is historical. You import raw goods and then you process them in your main country. So that is as it should be. Alright, hell with it. We're doing this. Diplomatic play, conquer state. I want Mecklenburg. We'll fight Prussia. If that stays as is, that's probably fine. Let's get Heinrich von Hesse and get him to this front, and then let's see where people are leaning. So no war goal quite yet for Mecklenburg. People, France and Britain and Netherlands all leaning toward our enemy. Yeah, that's not great. That's very not great. This is because of our infamy and lack of alliances. It's almost like I didn't plan that out all that well. But I think that's part of the fun of it. We're going to have to deal with this next time, though, because that's all we've got for you guys today. So thank you all for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.